Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to this wonderful adventure. We're back here, and I definitely wanted to go ahead and complete that barn. So, what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to take my friends, I'm gonna to take them there, and then we're gonna finish up the actual farm or the collection system and all that. So I am gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go through what I do and how I do it. So we'll do the collection system first, of course, so that way once we are done, we'll bring all our little friends there. Oh, they are cool. They've been waiting for a while. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll do some adventuring, right? All right, let's get to it. All right, so we're here and we're gonna start setting this up. We have a little friend already here that I forgot I brought over, but yeah, she's gonna be loose for a little bit. I'll go get her in a moment. But we're gonna come here and we are going to put the shears, and when we're done, oh, that's done. And when we're done, then we'll come back and then we start putting them in. But before we put all the sheeps in, we're gonna go and do the collection system. All right. Okay, we're done, and all the dispensers have the shears, and now we're gonna go work on the collection system. Okay, so we have opened up the place here. This is the downstairs, so I kind of changed it a little bit just to not have so many holes here, so I just decided to do one. So then these are the upstairs and that's the downstairs, and at this point we're gonna start building the actual redstone part of things. So first, we're gonna go ahead and lay down a row in each side. So I'll do this side, and then of course we'll just mirror that, and that's what you do over there. So as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of explain. I'm not gonna do like a whole lot of tutorial, but I'll do my best. I've never really thought about doing a quote-unquote tutorial, so we'll do our best. So all right, so first, repeaters. So we need repeaters, and the way that you put in is, so this is gonna be where the redstone's gonna be, and then we'll put the chests here. I like to build it this way because it gives me a better idea as to where I'm gonna end up with the chests. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and we put repeaters like this, all on each, basically each sorting chest. So there's gonna be 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then once you do that, you go ahead and we're gonna put blocks over. Then we're gonna do again another row, and then we're going to do, if I'm not mistaken here, one, yeah, it's like this, right? And then before anything, we're gonna grab our redstone torches that we don't have. So I'll be right back. And just like that, it's magic, and I have redstone torches. So now we're gonna put redstone torches on each of the blocks again. Then I'm gonna take another row and put it on top. Okay, so far so good, right? Alrighty, cool. So now we're gonna come up here. Let's go ahead and grab the comparators. So we're going to grab here, and I believe we put them, nope, that's not how we put them. It's like this. Wait, It's like that. Yep. Just this way. Huh. Okay. Perfect. Then we're gonna go ahead and then grab as well. We're gonna grab our redstone. We're gonna put back the comparators, and then the redstone's gonna go all the way here, and I think we're gonna need more redstone, so but for the other side, but that's okay. For now, this is all we need, and that's it. So let me kind of show you. So again, we cover it all the way to the back and all the way up, every single one. We got the repeaters here. We got the redstone torches there. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys are following. I hope so. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the hoppers, and this is where you have to put the hopper facing here. Okay, and you put hoppers like so. Okay, so they are facing, as you can tell by the arrow that I have the resource pack that shows me, but the spigot should like goes into the actual comparator. And then here we have basically, now we can put the chests, and then we put the rest of the hoppers. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a lantern torch here so that I can see a little better. Okay, so we're gonna grab our chests, and we're gonna do, and we're probably gonna have to go find more gold because I want to upgrade them. So but for now, so now we know that we're gonna go one down, so we're gonna go like this, 1 2, right? And the hopper, whoop, is gonna go into the chests, right? And then the other one is gonna go 1 2. I always do this. Oh my god. There we go. All right, so now the other one and the other hopper goes in, and pretty much we'll do that all across. So let's do that now, maybe a little faster. All right, and there it is. So now we have all the chests with all the hoppers. So the sorting happens on the in this line of hoppers, and I'll show you as well how to set that up. And then of course they go and split between these two chests. I definitely want to upgrade into diamond, but that's we'll get to that. So this is the funnel that we have from upstairs, for where it's gonna come down and then it's gonna go here. So what do we do now? We set up a line of hoppers also going that way, like so. There you go. And then we'll put one here, we'll put one here, 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 and we're gonna have to do this. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? Okay, I know. Let's take that off. Let's just put that in, and then boop, there it is. That's it. That's all, folks. And that is pretty much the redstone for the sorter. So they'll be funneled through there, right? Then that's gonna have the sorting, so that's gonna have the specific colors for each of the chests. Okay. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead, and I'm probably gonna put maybe like a row here of blocks, I'm not sure, maybe wood, and then with some item frames, so that I can go ahead and, you know, put the colors so that I know which color, what chest has what color. So that's pretty much it. So now I'm gonna go get the rest of the stuff that I need for the sorting, and I am going to do the other side, and I will show you the end result. So I'll see you in a flash. Alright, top of the morning. We are done moving everything. All our little friends are gone, as you saw. And now we're gonna go take a look at the final result. This is pretty cool. It came out exactly as I was hoping it would. Space-wise, maybe a little cramped, but to be honest, I'm not gonna complain. It just looks pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and bring also other friends, and we'll put them over here to make it a little bit more alive. But let's go upstairs. All right. So look at all our friends already being sheared, already giving us the wonderful wool. So of course here I'm not gonna put necessarily like the color, or at least not now. I think that this is fine because they're not gonna move, they're gonna stay there, they're not gonna die, hopefully. Oh, famous last words. And I just jinxed it, but they shouldn't. So but they're there, they're happy, they have their grass, and now we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna take a look at what we did. So here it is. Look at that. All the colors. Yay! So they are not still filling up because this is the last part that I wanted to show you as far as the actual sorting part of things. So here it is. So we have, I went ahead and then used netherrack, but I renamed it so that it's a unique item. And you put 4 on these slots right here of the hopper that it's looking at the comparator. Okay, so again, you put 4 and then you put items here of what you want to sort. Now normally what's going to happen is that this is going to go all the way to 41, and then things are going to start to filter through and go to the chest. So it's a little bit of a compromise, but it makes the sorting work. So here is the light gray, the gray wool, the black, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything is connected, everything is working exactly as expected. And then what I did is that I moved these chests down so that this one's I'm not going to be able to open since I put this up with the block. So of course these chests are not going to open. So I decided to just move these a little like further forward to have better access, but nothing much. So this is it. And then of course this side is the same. We did the exact same thing with the sorting. As you can see here, everything is sorted there. So there it is. The wool farm / barn, it's completely done. Let me know what you think. It's finished and I am very happy. Now we're gonna go ahead and focus on other things. You'll see. So I was thinking, and I think I am going to terraform a little bit here. I moved the sheep over there. I am going to move the cows over there, and I am going to move the chickens, although there's too many chickens, so I don't want to have too many. I will have like an actual place for cows and chickens to breed them and all. But for now, I'm probably gonna kind of bring down the population, if you will. So that way I can go ahead also have less, not that I have lag, but you know, it can get laggy if I have too many entities running around. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sort of level this out a little bit better and make it a little bit more usable for building, actually, because I think I'm gonna start doing some houses, just houses, just to kind of fill it in and make it a little bit more like a village now. Now that we're starting to have specific buildings for professions, I think that, you know, just regular housing would look nice. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this little terraforming, and I'll show you like a quick time lapse. Alright, so I did the terraforming, and then I did some work off camera because I wanted to maybe make it a little bit of a surprise. I mean, not a big surprise, but I haven't built anything, but I laid out some layouts. Man, I am the king of redundancy. Yeah, I laid out some stuff, and let's go ahead and take a look really quick and look at it. So from here, it doesn't look probably like much. You probably know exactly what I'm trying to do, but let's detach myself, and now it looks a lot better. Maybe I'll move this one a little bit. No, I think it's perfect. Yeah. So look, so that's kind of like a little bit of a town center or village center. With some houses around here, and then I'll probably do like some small like stalls and things like that. I am daring to do diagonal builds. I have never done one, so wish me luck, because I am going to have to watch quite a bit of videos to figure that one out, especially the roofs, which is the one part that I struggle the most. So but nonetheless, this is kind of like a little project that I want to do, just to make it a little bit more, starting to make it a little bit more cozy, and then of course we'll eventually continue the breeding, and eventually we'll have this whole place hopefully full of villagers just walking around. So yeah, this is kind of like the project, but this is not what we are going to do in this video. We're gonna do something else. We're gonna do another oh, kitty, you are, hold on, you're stuck here, so let's get you out of here. How about there you go. Alright, so yeah, so we're gonna do another farm. This time I'm going to do, so I'm in between two, and I'll think about it, because it's either a kelp farm, so that I have a good source of fuel, since coal, it's definitely not coming yet, because that would require a wither skeleton farm. I'm not dabbling into that one yet. We haven't even done much on the nether, so let alone jump into a wither skeleton. There's a lot of things that need to happen in the nether first. But anyway, that one, so that again, a kelp farm or a bone meal slash moss farm. So we will go ahead and see what we do. I'll think about it. I'll think about where we're gonna do that. I'm thinking maybe here or next to that one. Maybe if I do the kelp farm, I'll do it over there, like closer to the water, maybe I don't know, maybe like around there. And the moss farm probably closer to the farm here, the wheat farm and the farmer's house. I don't know, in my head it kind of makes sense because bone meal, you can bone meal the crops, you know, to make them grow faster. But anyway, and I am going to warn you now. I'm gonna give you this already. So because I'm doing this here, I am going to take down the house here. So we are going to move. I am not going to keep this house. And what we'll do is that we'll probably extend more housing, like villager housing around here too. And then we'll find a spot. For now, it's going to stay here. But I think that for now, it's definitely gonna stay. But we will move it, and we will go ahead and get ourselves a better spot for our house. But I want this to be more of the village, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna go. For you, it's gonna be a moment, of course, but I'm gonna go and think about which farm I'm gonna build, and then I'll come back. And when I come back, we'll have the decision, and we'll probably start building. All right, we are ready to build. So we are here in the area that we're gonna build, and there's nothing to it but to do it, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So enjoy the time lapse. There's gonna be some terraforming to make sure that because the build goes down. You'll see. Enjoy, guys. All right, so that's the terraforming. That's the hole. Oh, it's gonna make sense. I know that right now is like, what in the world is he doing? I know, it's weird. But trust me, it'll make sense. In any case, now that we're done kind of sort of terraforming, oh yeah, and also right there, like I made a little bit of a hole. Let's take a look really quick so that you see what I mean. So, yep, we're gonna go ahead and now start building, because now it's filling in everything and making sure that everything is it's done. So let's go for it. All right, and we're done. Very unconventional. I am learning quite a bit, but I think I'm gonna detach myself. Interesting. I kept the whimsy a little bit, but very interesting. This one was a hard one. I definitely had a little bit of a creative block to come up with the building on this one, but Yeah, I mean, I got to use pale wood, and I think it looks good for what it is. Again, it's a functional build. There's really nothing inside. You don't go inside this part of the build. We have a little kind of entrance here to go underground, and I'm gonna go show you of what it is. So we come here, and it's gonna be just a bunch of redstone stuff. So this is definitely taken from Pixel Riffs. If you don't know him, I definitely recommend checking his channel. He's one of the biggest YouTubers in my opinion. I think he's wonderful. He makes awesome videos, survival guides, and then he's also part of one of the best crews online. But anyway, he's a great builder, and he does the redstone in such a smart way. So how this works is those are smokers. So I have from the farm, the kelp comes down here through those hoppers. It comes and gets deposited in this cart. This cart has here the comparator, which has a 15 strength signal. So when that cart is completely full, the fence opens, it pushes the cart, and then the cart starts going around and depositing the kelp in the smokers. At the same time, this little contraption here, what it does is that while the cart has stuff in it, it will trigger that rail to just keep looping around. And then when it's empty, so this detector rail detects that. When it's empty, then it allows for the cart to go back and park itself. And then what I did is as well is I added this little rail here with here and this lever. And this is where we put the fuel. So right now we have just coal. But eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this exact same idea for this cart right here. And I'm going to do it so that it comes from this one. There you go. Look at that. We already have the kelp, the dry kelp there. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it so that from here, it goes up and over, and then it deposits the kelp blocks. So I'm gonna have it that from here I'm gonna use a crafter. I've never used it, but I definitely want to try and figure that one out myself, and I'll probably do that in the video, in a video when I figure it out. And then what I'll do is that it'll come from here up to a crafter, and then from the crafter down to this chest, which is gonna then be like that one. Feed this minecart, and then when the minecart is full, whoops, it goes like that, comes back, and then when it's full, boop, it just kind of comes back here. So we'll see if that works. I don't know, because this is a loop here. This is not a loop, the fuel. So we'll have to figure that one out. Hopefully I can figure it out. If not, Pixel Riffs, I think he did it, but I'm gonna try and see if I can figure it out. In any case, this is the underside. This is how we did it. So hopefully you guys find it interesting and clever, because I think that it's kind of cool. It's almost like two little buildings, like a building and a little bit of another building here. So I used stuff for this one. It's almost like a bunker style entrance, if you will, and then that one. So I hope you guys like it. The farm wasn't that hard to build at all, but the outside definitely had a little bit of of a block there for a little bit, and then this came out. So I like it. I enjoy it. The detail of the offset walls, the calcite walls with the pale wood, and then the brick, the nether brick. I think the color palette is wonderful, and I think the build is cool. A little bit more industrial looking. I do have a mod that is a connected chains or something like that, that I can do this. I can connect the chains. As if you can see, they slightly droop as if they were loose. So I did that just to give it a little bit more character as well. And then I did the little thing here, kind of like to do a little bit of whimsy, just like we did over there in our alchemy hut. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So yeah, everybody, that's pretty much all the time I have, though. I definitely hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Leave a like. Do the YouTube things. That's what I say, right? Do all the YouTube things. Hit the like button. Share the video. That would be cool, so that more people can see it. And if you're new, subscribe. I'm definitely trying to get better at my videos. My last one was definitely something that I felt that I could give more, and I'm definitely trying to give more now that I don't have to worry about silly things like moving the game to a new version. In any case, yeah, thank you so much for being here and watching and giving me your time. But with that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Bye bye.